You ever stop and think about how that package you ordered just shows up at your door, sometimes in less than a day? Or how the grocery store shelves are always stocked? Well, behind all of that is this incredible, complex web of technology. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on supply chain software, the powerful digital engine that gets pretty much everything from the factory floor right to your doorstep. All right, so here's what we're going to cover. We'll start with the problem, the modern supply chain itself. Then we'll get into what SCM software is, what the real business benefits are, and how it's actually built. After that, we'll see who it's for and wrap up with the ultimate payoff. Sound good? Let's jump in. So, first up, the modern supply chain. It's this massive, sprawling, interconnected system, and when it works perfectly, it's like a beautiful symphony. But more often than not, without the right tools, it's really just a whole lot of chaos. No, seriously, think about it for a second. That smartphone in your hand or the coffee in your mug. It's been on this wild journey. It involves sourcing materials, manufacturing, shipping, customs, logistics. It's like a global relay race with dozens and dozens of handoffs. So what happens when just one person drops the baton? Well, in the past, a lot of it really just came down to guesswork. Without one single, real-time view of all the moving parts, businesses were basically flying blind. They were making these huge, critical decisions based on outdated information or, just kind of hoping their inventory was where they thought it was. And all that guesswork, it leads directly to delays. If a supplier is late or a shipment gets stuck somewhere, that information used to travel incredibly slowly, if it traveled at all. This creates this massive domino effect, where one tiny little hiccup can bring a huge part of the operation to a screeching halt. And the final piece of this really messy puzzle is just waste. Wasted inventory from ordering too much, wasted time fixing silly manual errors, and wasted money from inefficient shipping routes. It's expensive, it's inefficient, and it's just not sustainable. So how do we fix it? Well, that brings us right to the solution, supply chain management software, or SCM for short. And honestly, the best way to think about it is as the central nervous system for a company's entire physical operation. It connects every single moving part, and it makes them all talk to each other. So what is it, exactly? Well, it's the process of creating one single, centralized digital system. This one platform manages the whole shebang, sourcing raw materials, tracking every item in your inventory, handling all the logistics, all the reporting. It's all in one place. You can finally say goodbye to jumping between 10 different spreadsheets and just hoping for the best. Now, let's talk about the big why. Why are businesses investing so much in this tech? Well, it all comes down to a massive shift in mindset. It lets a company go from being reactive, constantly putting out fires, to being proactive, to actually being in control of their own destiny. And you can really see that transformation right here. You move from all that manual work and pure guesswork to smart automation and decisions that are backed by real data. All those disconnected systems that never talk to each other, they become one connected ecosystem. It's a complete top-to-bottom operational upgrade, a real game changer. I like to think of these benefits as business superpowers, for real. All of a sudden, you've got X-ray vision into your entire operation with real-time visibility. You get the power of automation to just crush manual errors and speed things up. You can even kind of see into the future by identifying risks before they turn into full-blown disasters. Okay, so this sounds pretty powerful. I get it. But how does a complex system like this actually get built? I promise you, it's not magic. It's a really disciplined process that follows a clear blueprint for success. Building custom SCM software really is a journey. It all starts with deep discovery to understand a business's unique pain points. Then, architects design a system that can actually grow with the company. It's built in these flexible little chunks, integrated with all the tools the company already uses, and then it's tested like crazy to make sure it's rock solid. And it doesn't just stop at launch. Ongoing support ensures it keeps evolving. Now, what's really cool about all this is that the software isn't some generic one-size-fits-all product. Nope, it's highly tailored to solve the very specific, unique challenges that different industries face every single day. Just take a look at this. For retail, it's all about knowing exactly what you have in stock to power super-fast order fulfillment. But for healthcare, the #1 priority is compliance and being able to trace every single medical supply. For a logistics company, it's all about live tracking and route optimization. Every industry gets a solution built for its world. So let's bring it all home. What's the ultimate payoff for all this work? Well, it's not just about being a little more efficient today. It's about building a business that is truly resilient.
a business that's ready to handle whatever the world throws at it next.
And building that kind of resilience is a massive undertaking. Now get this. It can take a team of over 250 tech experts. We're talking engineers, architects, designers, the whole shebang, to build just one of these robust platforms. That just shows you how absolutely critical and complex this technology really is.
But in the end, for any business, it all comes down to a simple outcome, which is captured perfectly right here. The goal is to deliver a quality solution that's stable and ready for the real world, something that just works day in and day out without fail. So, the final question I want to leave you with is this. In a world of constant change and disruption, a modern supply chain isn't just a nice to have. It's the very foundation of a business that's built to last. So you have to ask yourself, is your supply chain just a cost center? Or is it your strategic advantage for tomorrow?